Hello, 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 my air signs. This is for the Geminis, the Libras, and the Aquarius. Aqua gang, Aqua gang. I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. All right, we're going to see what messages you need to hear right now, what advice you may need. Please take what resonates, leave the rest for whoever else may need it. Okay, we are going to tap into this energy. We're going to call on our angels, our ancestors, our guardians, our guides. All right, they are here with us today to help us to be in alignment here with the universe and our higher selves. All right, and God is always and forever with us. So, if you have any of those placements, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your chart, just know there might be a message in here for you. Okay, so hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure you comment down below. All right, let's see. What do we have for the air signs at this time? What is the energy that we will be discussing today? For my air signs. All right. Let me get a card, please. Oh, nothing wants to come out for you guys. What's going on? All right, there we go. Love. Nice. I love this energy. Of course, you love love, right? To be loved, to felt, to be seen, to be heard. I'm hearing, right? You're tapping into energies that make you feel very vibrant, that make you feel very light, right? Not heavy at this time. Let me get one more card for this love energy. What else are we working with love? Career. Wow. So you're focusing on two sides of this of the coin. All right. You're trying to make that whole dollar. I just heard. But you need to be loving what you do, right? Air sign, you have good luck at the bottom. So right now, Spirit is asking, what is it that you truly want to do? What makes you feel, your heart saying, what is the dream job? What is the dream role? What is the dream goal that you have at this time, right? Career doesn't always have to mean working, but it could be what you're becoming known for, right? What is it that you're being known for at this time? What do people gravitate towards you for? This is where your gifts lie, right? And those type of things, the things that people cherish you for, right? And the things that you cherish. I feel like also here when it comes to career, if you're not doing something that you truly love, that you truly feel within your heart, that you feel like it's in alignment with your path, your goals, or whatever it is, then it's not the right fit. It's not going to feel right. So the energy of love needs to be put into everything at this time. Air signs, actually, we deal with the heart chakra. So interesting enough that love came out along with career. All right. I'm hearing every step of the way as well. I don't know. Let's see. Let's get some energy for my earth. I mean, not my earth signs. Sorry, my air signs. For Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. What do we have here with this love and career? Right? You could be looking at a job that you want to apply for or something like that at this time. Or there's something that you want to kind of get your foot in the door with it. And it's telling you to get your foot in the door, right? I see here this energy. It's like, this is something that you've been wanting for a while that's coming your way. Some type of opportunity. All right, we have confidence. You got to have confidence with the peacock here. I love the peacock because the peacock is beautiful. Whenever the peacock shows up, right, even if you're out and about somewhere, you go to a zoo or wherever you are, you see a peacock, it makes you stop and stare, right? It makes you look. The confidence of the peacock is no matter where you are, you will show yourself, right? You will show yourself in the fullness. Okay, there's something about being very full at this time, completely and authentically, genuinely you, right? Showing up, showing your skills at this time, right? Sometimes we have skills that we don't necessarily try to like boast for ourselves, but this is a time to like really take those skills that you do have and put them in the forefront so that they can make you shine in a certain way. All right, what else do we have here with this peacock energy of confidence? Oof. We have the robin, we have rebirth, beautiful energy. So the robin comes in to let you know that all is well. Things are definitely changing, right? All is not going to be in the same pace, right? Things are going to start to shift and move in different ways. With that rebirth, I feel like it's layer by layer, right? It's not all in one shot. I'm hearing layer by layer, this rebirth happens. So the more and more that you step into this energy of your confidence, right? Really stepping into the things that are calling to your heart that you want to do that make you feel good. And I feel like this is where a lot of opportunities come in with career, right? It pulls you in a certain direction that lets you climb up a ladder of success. And it doesn't have to be necessarily, again, this could be like some type of group you're in or something like that. So it's like you have to outshine yourself. You have to stand up and stand out in some sort of way so that you are grabbing the right attention from the right people, right? And you're not shying away right at this time, right? This is not a time to shy away. This is a time to be very seen. This is a time to be very open. This is a time to say what's on your mind, say what's on your heart, right? Because this is what's going to get you and push you up that ladder. The steps up that ladder are going to become that much more easier, right? And I feel like this is also a change of heart in how you've been focusing on something. You may have lost a little bit of focus on your goal at some point, or you may have felt a little discouraged in some sort of way, but this is like getting back on track, getting back focused. This card wants to come out. It came out the first time. But you have the bear with protection, okay? So I love this energy. She's hugging up on that bear, not afraid of fears, I just heard, because you're protected. So there's something that may feel a little bit scary at this time, but once you approach it, once you engage with it, you'll start to see how easy it is, how much you have control over it, right? How good you are at it. It's telling you to take a shot here, take a chance. Something is very favorable for you. Bravery is at the bottom here with the boar. All right, she's crossing a very thin bridge. She could take one step and that whole bridge can collapse under her, or she could just keep moving keep moving in the knowing that she's going to make it to a more wider path where there's more opportunity, right? The opportunity that she's taking advantage of it. So if you feel like your options right now are slim, like don't look at it that way. The board is like telling you to keep going. The road to get wider where more opportunities start to arise and pop up for you, but you have an opportunity now. So it's like you utilize to take advantage of it right now in the moment. All right. Alrighty. So let's get some of this good old tarot out here for this energy for my air signs. The Geminis, the Libras, and the Aquarius. What do we get? What do we got? Please hit that like button, guys, if you are resonating with this message. Let's see what we get for the air signs. Ooh, okay. These cards feel slippery today. They all over the place. Okay. I'm going to take it all. Because the way this came out, I feel like you have the Temperance in reverse. You've been quiet long enough. The Temperance card in reverse is like being more loud, being more outspoken, being more advantageous on something, like taking advantage of something in a more aggressive way. With that Temperance in reverse, it's like you may have tried to kind of play the small role here, and it's telling you to really step up. You have this Eight of Swords also in reverse. So it's like, that time of you holding yourself back, you being trapped in some sort of false fear or something like that. It's over because it was never real. And you realize how to actually exit yourself out of that type of feeling. You realize the type of hold or the type of control that you have over those feelings, like feeling that way or being in that type of energy and operating in it, that you can actually flip the coin and kind of, just say, okay, well, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do this. I like that. I do like that, right? The Ten of Wands is here. Somebody who's very resilient. My air signs, you are very strong and resilient at this time. I feel like my air signs have a lot of goals that they want to complete, and a lot of them they have, but there's a lot still on the table to achieve. And I feel like even though things have been hard with this Ten of Wands, and I feel like this is a lot of like other people really not fully putting in, where it all kind of falls onto your plate in some sort of way, my air signs. It's okay, because this is your resiliency taking effect, right? You being able to kind of win against all odds, okay? Not letting anything stop you, not letting your own mind, your own judgment, your own, bias about something. You may have took your own bias out of something, I'm seeing, all right? You have the Death card, you have the Eight of Wands, and you have the Divine Feminine energy here. I love that. So you're transforming, my air signs, right? You're transforming. Yeah, that hard work that you had to kind of put in, it was almost like You maybe didn't realize there was another way. But the death card is when you come to that acknowledgement, when you come to the realization there's another path, there's another way. Let me try this, let me do that, right? I just don't want to do something anymore and I'm going to leave it and do this. That's what I see with that death energy. And transforming with the Eight of Wands, right? Transforming into another direction. Hitting your target here, I'm hearing, especially with the Eight of Swords in reverse, flipping around those negative thoughts into more positive ones, being more optimistic here. Okay, with the Eight of Swords in reverse, Eight of Wands upright. Being more optimistic helps you. It helps you get way further, way quicker. Okay? And with the Divine Feminine, the Ten of Wands, it's like, you know what? You kind of was built for this in a way, unfortunately. You had to have maybe a little more of a tougher road, but this is what brings you into that more divine essence, because the weak don't necessarily survive, right? The weak are the ones who give up easily, but you weren't that energy. You were, this is where you gain your power and your strength through resiliency, through trials and tribulations, through the hard times, through having to, do it all by yourself at times when, hey, maybe there was another way, but that's all you knew and that's all you understood. And that's what you learned from. Some type of endurance, how far you can actually endure something. But I'm also hearing the Divine Feminine doesn't need to live in a state of hardship, right? The Divine Feminine deserves a life of ease. But I feel like this Divine Feminine energy, masculine or feminine, whoever you are, is telling me that it was like, I'm going to just do it myself. Versus being open to having other people maybe help you, or again, finding other solutions, because kind of being kind of one track minded. And that's the past energy, because again, the redirection is here. You have the World. I love it. Wise beyond your years, my air signs. You know a lot. You've been through a lot. You've traveled around the world. And even if you haven't necessarily traveled around the world, you've been through so much that you can learn from, right? That you have experienced already. And it's time to give up on learning those lessons. Not really give up, but it's like achieving the diploma because you learned the lesson. You know what I mean, with the World card. But something definitely is, the time has ended. Some type of cycle is opening up with the Temperance energy. With Temperance, you had to at one point you had to really pull things together, like pull strings, pull things out of nowhere, right? That energy is over and done with. You'll have a more of abundance at this time. So it's definitely a cycle has been completed. A test has been learned, been passed, or whatever the case is with this World energy, right? Something about online communities as well changing. You may be getting into certain communities, right, that are kind of bridging the gap for you in some sort of way. Or it could be you leaving certain communities and really starting to expand and explore on what you really, what else you can do, or how else you can do something, what else is out there for you. Like the World card doesn't mean that it's over and done with. It just means, like something is completely, it's like life still goes on after the World. We get that World energy. But you keep going, because the next card, right, again, is going to be the Fool. So you're having like this sense of a fresh start in some sort of way. Liberation. I love it. The Eight of Swords is in reverse. And you have it here with Liberation, which is the Judgment card. Okay. You made some sort of judgment call here about your life. You answered the calling on your life. You're just doing something and saying, you know what, I'm taking some sort of stance here. Again, this energy of the transformation. She looks like she has butterfly wings behind her. The lotus is growing through the mud, right? Being in a situation is still rising up to the top. I'm definitely seeing my air signs being above a lot of different things, right? Not being in a low vibrational energy, not being in a, energy of like there's no means to an end. You actually know there is a means to some sort of end here. Know that there is a means to an end. Like there's a purpose behind something. There's a purpose behind the endurance, the resiliency that you had to go through, the tribulations, the trials and tribulations, excuse me. It's like an energy of character development. You have more. I just heard with the Lovers card, once you do something once, you have more confidence when you do it the second time. All right, like once you take that first step, the next step is that less harder, right? Until you get to like that 10th step, and now it's just like a piece of pie. Something is very easy. It's a piece of cake. You have a lot of major arcana here. You have the lovers here with the divine feminine. You're definitely putting more effort into what you feel is worthy, what has priority for you right now. That's where you need to put some focus at. All right, your priorities may have been off just a little bit. You have the you have the Queen of Cups and you have the Queen of Swords here. But this energy is a masculine and feminine energy nonetheless. They both say they're the queens. This deck is crazy, but that I don't know. I say it's crazy, but I don't know if it's an error. I always say that. But nonetheless, but the Queen of Swords, speaking up for your heart's desires, right? With this nurture of cups and nurture of swords. You're nurturing an idea, you're nurturing your feelings, you're nurturing some type of connection here, some type of like commitment with the Lover's card. You're proving some sort of point to yourself here. I feel like you've learned something. You're unlocking some type of key to some. Yeah, look at that. The Ace of Wands is here. All right, you're definitely unlocking something. I feel like that sprout is coming. You're going to start to see it soon. It's like keep going, keep taking the steps that you have to take. Don't stop. Don't give up. The Ace of Wands, though, is your passion being in everything that you do. You have to have full passion, right? Even on the days where you feel like, I don't really want to do this, okay? You still got to have that little ounce of passion that you have to keep yourself just keep going, going, and going, all right? Don't allow the negative to set in. Beautiful. You have the Wheel of Fortune, though, here. All right, the wheel is turning. You have control of this wheel in some capacity. Now, understand you don't have control of everything, but you know what direction you want to go, and that's when you start to put the intention behind that direction, and that's how you control the wheel. Now, the things that happen along this journey to getting to your goal may be all types of things, right? That's the unexpected part. That's the uncontrollable part. But when you say to myself, no matter what is happening, I know that this is getting me to my end goal. This is making that means to that end. Then that wheel will effortlessly flow for you, taking you in the right place, putting you with the right people, allowing you to say the right things at the right time. The Nine of Cups, your wishes are going to be fulfilled, desires met. The Nine of Cups, this is a lot of potions, right? A lot of different. These are options that you own. I'm seeing. That's what I just heard. These are like things that are like yours to choose from. Like you have a multitude of something. You have plentiful of something. So you can choose and say, well, this is how I want to do it. Right? So I can get this outcome. Excuse me. Let me drink some water here. Unlike the Seven of Cups where it's like you have to choose something and it may not be like you don't have access to all the options. So you have to choose wisely. The Nine of Cups with what I'm getting is you have an abundance, like just to say sneakers, random thing, right? You have a bunch of shoes, a bunch of clothes to choose from. They're yours, right? They're nobody else's. It's not like it's telling you to just pick one and that's all you have. You're picking the best options to give you the best results, the best desired outcome. And still, again, resiliency again with the Nine of Wands. Pushing through also, in some sort of way, I feel like this is giving me like a sense of reconstruction. You had to block a lot of things out. Like this, she's building this wall here, or this wall was here. This castle is what you're protecting, so you had to block a lot of things out. But now I feel like there's a process of opening up just enough to allow the right things in, right? To help you along the path, to help you even build up what you're protecting here, even to be more abundant, more big, more stronger. But you're not letting every and anything in. Okay? That's not what we're doing, my air signs. Let me get one more card here. One more card for the air signs. We have the Two of Cups. So you have the Lovers and you have the Two of Cups. Being in full alignment, being committed to whatever the goal is. You may have some plans that you are setting with other people in mind. And it's fully telling you to hold up to your end of the bargain at this time. Do what you have to do to make sure that your end of the wheel doesn't fall. Your end of the deal, still holds strong or whatever the case is. Stay committed at this time. Okay? And all will be fine, as it always is. Half the time it just be in our head. So, we're going to get a few of these cards for my air signs. See what we got going on. These are just random words and whatever comes out, okay? It has cover up. All right, so I feel like the top is being let off on something. Something is definitely, it says try again. So cover up and try again. This is like maybe you tried to, something was trying to disguise itself, but it couldn't be disguised. It's like keep popping up. Something you maybe have tried to ignore in some sort of way, approve. So it's like, yeah, take advantage of something at the time. You have some sort of definitely an open doorway. I'm not taking all of that. But try again. The answer may not have been wherever you were trying before. Whatever you were doing wasn't working because it was like, yeah, now it's like telling you to do it the way that you're thinking this time. You may be thinking like, well, let me try this. Let me do it this way. Let me just see what happens. It's telling you to definitely do that. You have the cycles, 0, love it, infinite opportunity, seeing the vision, going through the portal I'm hearing. You have new love, okay? Falling in love, that was the first card that came out, love, okay? So a new love for life, a new love for what you're doing, a new love for whatever. It says own it, okay? Look around. So pay attention to your surroundings at this time. There's going to be a lot of different things for you to notice and pay attention to, right? If you wear headphones, take one out. Pay attention to what people are saying at this time. I can't make it up, the throat chakra. Pay attention to what people are saying at this time. All right, there's a message and something for you. Or somebody is going to say something that's very revealing in some sort of way. Or, it's like, you could be going through something and somebody, they don't necessarily have to know that you're going through that, but they come and express something like that they're going through, right? And it's like, oh wait, I'm gonna use that idea, right? It's like, oh, this is how they helped, this is how they solved it, right? Somebody doesn't necessarily have to know what you're going through, but by them just speaking about their own problem, or maybe this is you speaking about what you're going through, is helping someone else. Okay, so it says waves and flow. So things are definitely in motion at this time and changing, flourishing and growing. That's the way that it is flowing. That's the waves that you have. Offerings, give. So you may be giving some type of offering at this time, or you may be giving some sort of offering to something to assist, give you something extra, give you something, a little bit more at this time, help you to improve something. You have redemption, right? Somebody may want to say sorry to you, or you may be redeeming yourself in some sort of way again. I'm hearing organize for success. You have organize and meeting. You may be meeting with someone where you're getting some sort of second chance with them, a second opportunity. Maybe you're giving someone some sort of second opportunity to, I'm hearing own up to something, right? 9, wisdom. Okay, number 9 is about that completion, that wish fulfillment again. You have Leo energy. We're about to enter Leo cycle, so know that that's going to be an important season for you, for your legacy. Leo season is going to be an important month for your legacy. It's going to be an important season for your wealth. Okay, wealth, and for your roots. It says base chakra. I love that for you, my air signs. That's beautiful. And at the bottom, you have ups and downs. So yes, you will go through the ups and downs of life, but if you stay on the mindset that you will always be in the up, even when in the down, and when you're in the up, you do what you got to do to stay in that zone, you're fine. And we will sometimes have to go through the down because that's the only way to get back to the up. All right, that's the only way. But that is what we have, and I love that energy. Let me just get... I'm going to get one card here for my air signs. Give me one message for the air signs. The spirit of life. Beautiful green card. I love it. It says, remember, you are never alone. The spirit of life is with you. The world takes care of you. Allow yourself to rest in this realization and feel the lightness within you. Okay, and you have instant manifestation and fulfillment at the bottom. Okay, my air signs. What you desire can be yours immediately if you take the right action steps, if you're brave enough to do so, if you have confidence in yourself in that climb that you may have to take to get to your fulfillment. It's okay that the climb may look a little scary at first, but you'll get the hang of it. Okay? You will get the hang of it. It says soul and mind working together create a dream in the heart. You have nothing to lose. You carry the dream. Your intention is pure. Be ready to receive. That's your instant manifestation. And fulfillment states you don't need anyone's approval to pursue or fulfill your purpose. Embrace your unique journey and trust that it's leading you where you need to go. Okay? So, air signs. And I kept saying that your resiliency, you have perseverance at the bottom. So keep on going. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. Keep on. Let the full stop. Don't stop till you get enough. All right, that's enough. I love you guys. I will talk to you later. Bye, air signs.